The Mobile County Public Schools presents Homeroom.
Hi, and welcome to Homeroom, where we introduce you to the students and the educators who make Mobile County Public Schools the best schools in the state of Alabama. I am your host, Renee Phillips, and today we're going to talk to some of our scholar athletes in Mobile County Public Schools. We've had dozens of scholar athletes recognized by WKRG over the last couple of years, and so you're going to meet a couple of them today, including right now from Viger High School. I have Tyree Durgin and his father, Marcus Durgin, who's a volunteer coach at Viger.
Yes,
I love saying that Viger is the school that Spirit built.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So Tyree, tell us what sports do you play at Viger?
At Viger High School, I play football and baseball.
Okay. And it's a special time for you to get to play on the football team because your dad is a volunteer coach there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what's that like, having dad on the sidelines?
A lot of stress.
Now, is he easier on you or harder on you because you're the son?
I say harder because he always pushed me. You know, he always pushes a lot of people, and he always tells us he loves us on the field.
Uh-huh.
And,
And he loves you through the hard work, right?
Yeah.
And so what's it been like coaching Tyree and seeing him grow as a player?
It's been magnificent, I would say. You watch him as a child, small development, walking and crawling, then, you compare that to the same thing in football. You watch his development, and then, being able to achieve such an honor as getting a scholarship was a pretty big thing for me. So you watch him as a child and watch the same thing as an athlete. So it's very gratifying and very rewarding.
So how old were you when you started playing football? You do two sports, football and baseball.
Yeah.
Which one did you do first, and how old were you?
I was playing football first. I think I was around 4 years old, playing park ball.
He didn't like it.
He didn't like
I
it.
know, he didn't like it.
What did you think? Was it too rough or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you prefer the baseball then at that point, or?
After football, I played basketball. That's what I really liked when
Uh-huh.
I was little. And then we had moved on to baseball, and then I found out I was good at that. So I just kept playing basketball and baseball.
Yeah.
Then I moved on to middle school. That's when I started back playing at St. Luke's. And then I found out I really liked football again.
That's what you liked.
Yes.
And I think too, as a parent, sometimes it's good to dabble in the different sports and different activities to see what you like. Was that important for you to figure out what he liked to do?
Yeah, he was very athletic, so we let him play. He excelled in pretty much everything. Even though he didn't like football, he was pretty good in it. He always just wanted to be a part of the team and, get the ball. Even if he was crying, he would score, even while he was crying. So, but when he got older, he, fine lined himself towards football. I never wanted to force him to play anything, but, he was pretty athletic himself, and he knew that he can achieve with doing it.
Because it's a lot as a kid. You've got a lot going on with school, and then to get out there and to try hard and play sports and run and get stronger. It's a lot of work. Yeah. So tell me about baseball. You play baseball at Viger as well.
Yes, ma'am. Right now, Coach Holly was my coach. We didn't have a great season, but we always had fun playing baseball.
And football, you got to go to the state championship a few years ago. What was that like?
Yes, man. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play because I was ineligible, but I was always a part of the team, running, practicing. It was very fun, traveling, always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting that spirit. I remember I was at that game, and that was quite a crowd. Everybody
yeah.
was so excited to watch Viger
Yeah.
return to that championship
Very
game.
exciting.
Because you played on a championship team.
I did. I actually did. Back in the 90s, 87, 88, team, the national championship team.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's it like to follow your dad and to play at Viger?
It was big for me because I'm knowing he won his championship, and then I turn around, I get to be a part of the championship team. I felt like that was very big for me.
That's pretty cool. And at Viger, you're a scholar athlete, so that scholar
Yes.
part comes first. So how important was it for you to make good grades and to be involved in school?
My parents were always on me about making a grade since I was little. Coming in the house, somehow I end up with a B. They get to question me about a B, so I get to push myself, always make A's.
Make those A's. That's
Yes, ma'am.
important. And tell us what happened as a result of that. You got a scholarship.
Yeah, I actually didn't know. I had Scholar of the Week until my coach had called me. He was like, "Where am I?" I was like, "I'm on my way to school." He was like, "Oh, you got Scholar of the Week." So that was big for me.
What was that like for you guys both to get that, for your son to be recognized as being a scholar athlete?
It was very rewarding knowing that he can always do better. Just the same at Viger, we really push our kids in with the understanding that that's the first thing. We have, homeroom, we have after school type of activities. If you don't make the good grade, the coaches, we know that, there's certain punishment, have study halls and things of that nature. And of course, mom don't play. So even last week when we found out that he finally made, all A's on the road, it was very exciting and rewarding to even talk about it with his last quarter. So, she don't play. So,
Moms don't play, but
no,
they're good for
mom
that,
don't
right?
play.
They keep you going,
Absolutely.
keep you on your toes.
Absolutely.
And so you're going to go to the University of West Alabama on a scholarship. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How exciting is that for you to get to go play at that next level?
Very exciting, very exciting.
So what position will you play? Do you know that yet?
I'll be playing defensive back.
Uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're pretty fast?
Yes, ma'am.
And so you'll be playing football. Do you know what you're going to study yet?
I plan on majoring in business marketing.
Uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what you want to be yet?
No, not really. I just want to run my own business. I think I'll be better working on top, owning my own business.
Yeah. And it's important, too, to go to school now and get that background so you can be
Absolutely.
successful at it. So that's fantastic. And you were telling me, too, one of the things that you did was with the 100 Black Men, and that's helping you become successful as well, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that a good program?
Yes, ma'am. It was very helpful because somebody coming from having their own experience and putting that into us, going out into life, learning more about what to do and how to do it. Yes, ma'am.
Well, we're so proud of you, and I know you're proud. Mom's
Absolutely.
proud.
Very proud.
Keep
Very
making those
proud.
A's in college. We're going to call you and make sure.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, thank you for joining
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Congratulations. We're
Thanks
so
for
proud
having
of
me.
you. We're going to break for commercial, and when we come back, we're going to talk to some more of our scholar athletes in Mobile County Public Schools. So stay tuned for Homeroom.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi.
Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you?
Good, how are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
When parents are involved in school, you get more of this and less of this.
As a student in the Mobile County Public Schools, there are a few things I've come to expect. One is a quality education, and the other is a quality lunch. Not only are our school meals well balanced, meeting all federal nutritional standards, but they also have less fat, fewer calories, and they taste really good. Oh, and I forgot to mention, our school lunches contain whole wheat, grains, fruits, and vegetables to give me the energy and brain power to get me through the day.
Hi, and welcome back to Homeroom. Today I'm introducing you to some of our fabulous scholar athletes in Mobile County Public Schools. Joining me now from Bryant High School is Riley Kelly and Jackson White. You're on the Hurricanes, various athletic teams, and you're scholars, so welcome to Homeroom.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so what was it like to be recognized as a scholar athlete at your school? Riley?
I think it was very encouraging to me, and I think it was more of a motivator and more of a job well done. And I was very, pleased to have the opportunity to be recognized because we do work so hard as scholar athletes, doing well in the classroom and doing well with our sport. So it was an honor for me.
Yeah, because it's scholar athletes, so it's for the schoolwork as well as the work on the field.
Yes, ma'am.
And Jackson, what was that like for you to get this recognition?
It was about the same. She kind of said it all. It was actually kind of funny because whenever I got called for the scholar athlete thing, they called me over the intercom, and I was like, oh man, am I in trouble? And I started walking up there, and I was like, oh shoot. And I walked in there, and I saw everybody, and I was like, what's going on? Like, scholar athlete.
There's
Come-
WKRG.
Yeah.
Hello,
It
congratulations.
was funny, but yeah, it was awesome. They were very nice about it, and they, took pictures and all that, and it was really great.
good. And we love that WKRG does this. We've had about a dozen over the last year and more last year. And so, Riley, tell us, so you play volleyball.
Yes, ma'am.
What's it like? Like, volleyball is very competitive and getting more so.
Yes, ma'am. So volleyball is a very competitive sport, but I think what makes it so sweet is, you know, the team that's around you. My team is like my family, and my coach is like the most supportive person ever. So I think it just makes it sweeter, not only like playing the sport you love, being very competitive, but the people that are around you, you know, they've grown not only to be my friends, but my family. And so that's very important.
You say sweet, but it's tough too.
Yeah, it is.
I love watching volleyball games.
Yes.
Y'all are so strong. And then for you play football and baseball.
Yes, ma'am.
What's it like juggling those two sports?
Well, between the two, it's really hard to keep up with. You got to, you know, make sure you keep a balance on practice and, you know, like putting in work. But football was actually my second sport. I've played baseball since I was 3, and I've always loved baseball. I started playing football when I was like 4th grade, and I started off, you know, just kind of testing everything out, and I didn't start punting until my sophomore year at high school. And it was great. I loved it. The transition was definitely difficult, but I wanted to do it, you know. I loved it.
It's a very specialty.
Yeah, it's
punting.
a very special part of football that not a lot of people recognize.
Yeah.
You have to put in a lot of work. You have to be very mentally strong. You know, you have to know that, you know, you just have to know what's going on. It's a very mental game. And so is baseball. Baseball's a very mental game. You have to, you know, be locked in your mind. And I've been playing baseball since I was 3, so that comes a lot easier for me. I'm gonna miss baseball. I'm planning on playing football when I go to college.
Yeah.
But baseball I had the time of my life.
Yeah. And you're both going to South.
Yes, ma'am.
And so what do you plan on studying?
I plan on majoring in social work. I don't know exactly what I want to do with that degree. I just know I want to help people and make an impact. So I think social work is the place for me.
You should come back and work for Mobile County Public Schools.
Yes.
That we love our social workers, and they play such an important role in helping our students to be successful. Do you know what you want to study?
Kind of the same, sir. I don't know for sure, but I do want to go into some sort of engineering.
Okay.
I feel like that's my strong suit.
Now, Riley, you have a head start because you've been taking some college courses at Bryant.
Yes,
so tell us
ma'am.
about that.
So the advanced collegiate pathway that Bryant has allows students to take classes at the University of South Alabama and Bishop Community College. So going into college, I'll have 30 credit hours.
Wow.
So I'll be technically a sophomore going into college. And I guess it's very important to take those classes, and, you know, it gets you ahead not only like academically, but it gets you ahead like knowing professors, knowing your way around the college, and different things like that. So it's very important, and it plays a vital role, you know, I guess in my life now, but in other students' lives as well.
Plus, I feel like it's made you confident. You know, you can take those college level courses and be successful.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I know you're going to do a great job. And what about you? Do you feel like Bryant has prepared you for college and beyond?
I do feel like Bryant's prepared me. They've done a lot of good things for me. I took the dual enrollment classes for, I think, history and English or math, but they make it very, like, they prepare you very well.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm ready to go.
That's what we
Ready to
say.
get
We
right
want to
into it.
prepare students to be college and career ready. And I think Bryant does a really good job with that.
Yes, ma'am.
So what else did y'all do on campus? I know you were in the SGA.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in a lot of different clubs and organizations. One of my biggest, you know, honors was being an Azalea Trail Maid and representing, you know, not only my school but my community. So, yeah.
That's a good experience.
Yes,
you got to
ma'am.
learn a lot about Mobile and be at events.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you were in the SGA also.
Yes, ma'am. I was part of SGA, and I was also part of the National Honor Society, which was awesome. We put in service hours and just helped the community, which always feels great. And being part of the student government was also fun, helping out our school and just being involved.
And that's what we love about this recognition. It's that scholar athlete, right? So you put in so much time on the field and in practice, but also into becoming academically ready and helping your community.
Yes, ma'am.
And so tell me, what was your favorite class at Bryant?
I would say probably Coach Donald's history class. It is a dual enrollment class that we take, but Coach Donald and his, charisma, he's so intelligent and he just helps you learn, but he's funny in all different sorts of ways, so probably that class.
Cool. And did you have a favorite class?
I'd probably have to say my government and economics class with Mr. Bentley. He was just a great guy, and he always found a way to make us laugh, and he had a good time in class. We always had a good time in his class. He was a really funny guy. But yeah, that was probably my favorite class.
So you both liked some history classes. Yeah. I loved history classes too. And so just in general, would you recommend Bryant to other kids?
Yes, ma'am.
I would recommend Bryant. Bryant's it's a very good school.
And you're talking about the school spirit. There's a lot of spirit.
And I think there's so many things that you can get involved with at Bryant. If you're not into academics per se, they have the welding pathway or the marine science pathway that we have. There's different things, the broadcasting. We have an amazing broadcasting program with a podcast and, a magazine now. So Bryant's growing and only getting better, and yeah, Bryant's an amazing school.
Something for everyone, for all of our scholars, all of our athletes, and all of our scholar athletes.
Yes.
Well, thank you for what you do. Congratulations. We look forward to hearing great things from both of you guys at South and beyond. So good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We had to break for commercial, and when we come back, I'm going to introduce you to some more of our scholar athletes in Mobile County Public Schools. So stay tuned for Homeroom.
What's the matter, baby? You're not feeling good?
School-aged children are at a higher risk of getting and spreading germs and viruses. To help protect the spread, students are encouraged to stay home when sick. Parents, it's important for your child to remain at home at least 24 hours after they no longer have a fever of 100 degrees or higher without the use of medications. Please help us maintain a healthy learning environment.
Your Mobile County Emergency Management Agency, alerting you to the emergency through our warning systems and alert apps. Visit our website at mcema.net to find out more. Remember, storms and other emergencies don't last forever. Be prepared, and let's stay safe together.
A public service message from this station and Mobile County Emergency Management Agency.
Hi, I'm Sally Erickson, and today I'm excited to introduce you to a student at Alma Bryant High School who has made history. She's the first flag football scholarship winner from Mobile County Public Schools. Alabama is one of only a handful of states to have flag football as part of varsity high school sports, so this is a very exciting time for female athletes. I wanted to introduce Brooklyn Delgado and her coach.
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for having us.
And Brooklyn, can you tell us a little bit about what this scholarship means? You're going to go to Fort Scott Community College in Kansas?
Yes, ma'am. So this means a lot to me because it was an opportunity that just came out of the blue, kind of, sort of. And I just fell in love with flag football, and that's just what I want to do now. That's my passion.
Well, you started out as a soccer player, right? How many years have you been playing soccer?
I don't know. I've been playing since I was 4, and then I took like a 2-3 year break because I got kind of tired of it. But then I found my love for it again, and then found my love for flag football and realized that that's what I want to do.
Okay, and then Coach Zach, can you tell us a little bit about what it was like to start flag football from scratch at Alma Bryant this year? And y'all ended up winning the championship, right?
Yeah, we were area champs, yes ma'am. Yeah, it was tough at first. Mr. Sprinkle called me during the summer, him and Coach Sessions, and we're like, hey, would you want to do this? We're starting this, we've got it all set up. All you got to do is kind of take it and have a tryout and start picking a team. And I was like, sure, this will be fun. And I love coaching football, coach football, varsity football for many years. So it was exciting to get to do something that was my own and kind of build something. But it was a little tough at first. We figured it out as we went. And I did not expect us to be as good as we were.
Soccer kind of helped me actually with the footwork and moving quick on my feet. Now throwing, it took me a little bit to get used to throwing the ball, but once I got the hang of it, I was fine. I was throwing dimes, making sure making sure my placement was right. Just I don't know, and being the quarterback kind of gave me that leadership role that I feel like helped me a lot for soccer too. But yeah, quarterback. I love being a quarterback. So.
Well, good luck to you, Brooklyn. We're very proud of
Thank
you. We know you're going to do great things with your college career, and we hope we'll be able to see you back here coaching and being a role model at your school and your community. So thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
There's a lot to like about Mobile County Public Schools.
What I enjoy about Mobile County School is the extra attention my teachers give us to help us learn.
Teachers are liking their access to technology, and students are liking the quality of their education.
I like the technology that's been incorporated into my education.
And since 1826, you have trusted us to prepare your child for their future, and we like that. Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow.
My name is Harshini. I'm a junior at Davidson High School, and after graduation, I plan on pursuing a career in dermatology. Currently, I'm taking science classes such as AP Chemistry, Biology, and Human Anatomy, which will help me pursue my career. I feel as though Mobile County is preparing me for my career choice in that they provide rigorous classes that help me think further beyond just what I'm learning. I'm Harshini Cannon, a junior at Davidson High School, and I'm learning today so I can be a leader tomorrow.
Hi, and welcome back to Homeroom. Today I'm introducing you to some of our fantastic scholar athletes in Mobile County Public Schools. Many of these students have been recognized by WKRG over the last couple of years as scholar athletes. And joining me now from Baker High School, I have Helen Hendricks, and you were actually WKRG's scholar athlete for the whole year. So out of all the ones that they picked throughout the season, you were selected for the year. So what was that like to get that recognition? A surprise?
Yes, it was definitely a surprise. You know, I was there at the banquet with my friends, and we were all just kind of talking about it, and then I got Scholar Athlete of the Year, which I thought was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And so athletic-wise, what do you run track and cross country,
Yes,
right?
I run track and cross country.
So what's the difference in that?
So cross country is like through the woods and, you know, around parks and stuff. And then track is on a track.
Do you have a preference, one or the other?
I definitely prefer cross country.
Yeah?
100% prefer cross country.
Is it just more peaceful?
It's just better in a lot of ways. It's not as hot. I mean, it's hot, but you're not in the blistering track. And it's just more fun because you're like running through the trees and you get to like look at stuff instead of just looking at a track for 8 laps, which can get boring.
Yeah. So you like the longer distances?
Yes.
What's your specialty?
For like cross country, we all pretty much run 5Ks, and so you know, I like the 5K. And then in track, I run the mile and the 3200, which is a 2-mile race.
And so how long have you been running?
Since freshman year, so 4 years.
So that's kind of late to the game, right? Was it just something that you picked up when you got in high school? You liked running, and
actually, I kind of got forced into it. I love my mom, and one day she called me in the living room, and she's like, "You're starting at Baker, and you don't know anybody, so you have to do a sport." And cross country is practicing. So guess what? You get your physical tomorrow, and then you start practice on Friday.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so to unexpectedly start, how was that?
Oh, I was terrible.
I'm sure you were.
I couldn't run a quarter of a mile. And so it was definitely humbling, you know, getting out there and all these people can run, seems like days, and then you can't even run to the mailbox.
Yeah.
So that was hard, but, you know, I got over it and eventually learned how to run.
So you're giving me hope, right?
Yes.
So if I go out there and try to run and I can't do a quarter mile, maybe I can in a year or so?
Give it 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Wow.
Well, that's what our coach says, is just be consistent, show up to practice for 2 weeks. And you may not be able to run a mile at the end of the 2 weeks, but you don't hate it as much at the end of the 2 weeks.
And then eventually you love it.
Eventually you do.
Okay. And so is that something that just every day you pushed yourself to go a little further, to run a little bit more?
That's how it started out, was just like my friends and I ran with these 2 girls and we played, like, we called it the mailbox game, where it's like, okay, so we have to make it to the next mailbox tomorrow. And then eventually when you make it to the next mailbox and the next mailbox, eventually you're at a mile or 2 miles. And so that's kind of how I started, and now it's more of a, I mean, I run 5 miles or whatever it is.
Yeah. And so you stuck with it for 4 years, and then you got really, really good at it.
Yes. So I got on varsity my sophomore year. So I've been on varsity sophomore, junior, and senior year. We went to state all 3 years, which, you know, that was a lot of fun. And then I got named captain my senior year, and so it's kind of just been, you know, a blast.
And also a way to use your leadership skills,
Yes,
right?
I would,
yeah.
I would definitely say all of my not all of them, but the majority of like my leadership skills and people skills are from cross country. Just, you know, encouraging somebody like, hey, I know that you feel like you're dying, but I promise you're not. And just like encouraging people, and when there's like tension on the team, like trying to ease that and make people happy when, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes.
And those are some good life skills, I would say, that'll help you later on.
Yes.
And the good thing about this award and this recognition is the scholar athlete. So you are an athlete on the track and in the woods, but then you're a scholar. And we just got you just finished your AP exam.
Yes, so I actually just got out of AP Lit, and I am, that was something. It was something.
Lots of writing.
Yes, lots and lots of writing.
But you have a lot of success with these AP exams. You're an AP scholar with distinction.
Yes.
So tell us, how do you become that?
So I don't know the exact numbers, but I know you have to pass, I think it's 5 exams with a certain percentage, like a certain average. I think it's 3.5. I may be wrong about that. I don't really remember. But you have to pass a certain amount of AP exams, and I've currently passed 6 exams, and I'm taking 5 more this year. And it's really just, you know, making it through higher on your exams, and then you get your college credit.
And if our viewers aren't familiar with AP, it's advanced placement. So
Yes.
these are college level courses that you've taken in high school. So you
Yes.
take the course and then you take the test at the end. And if you make a 3, 4, or 5, you get college credit. What types of AP courses? I know Baker has a lot of AP options. So what all have you taken?
So I have taken AP World, AP Euro, AP Seminar, AP Lang, AP Bio,
AP Lit.
AP Lit. Hold on, I'm trying to go in order. World, Euro, Seminar, Lang, Research, Bio, AP US History, AP Lit, AP Stats, AP Psychology, AP Calculus, and AP Physics.
Wow. So that's quite a range. So you got the literature and then you have the physics.
Yes.
Are you ready for that one?
I think so. I took honors physics last year and I loved it. I have an amazing teacher, Miss Neuschwander. She's fabulous. And so I loved honors physics, and I was like, I'm going to take AP Physics, and I love it. I made a 4 on my mock exam. So hopefully I do well on my real exam. We'll see. But
And do you think that AP is preparing you for college?
I definitely would say so, because it teaches you, you know, you have to remember material. It's not like in some high school classes where you take a test, like you learn for a week and then take a test and then you can like forget it, where you actually have to retain the information and then apply it again in different scenarios than like exactly what you learned it. It's not a memorization thing.
So what's been your favorite class, AP or otherwise at Baker? What have you loved that you've taken?
I loved Seminar. Seminar was probably one of my top favorite classes, just because the environment and the people in my class and my teacher, Miss Morgan, I loved everything about Seminar. But
that sounds great. And so do you plan to continue running and doing track or cross country?
I'm definitely going to run on my own. I don't think I'm going to run like with a team or anything, but
that's
I'm
a life skill that you'll have.
Yes.
And so tell us what you're doing. You're graduating, and where will you go?
So I actually got early acceptance to the University of South Alabama, so I'll be there in the fall and then there for the next 8 years.
And tell us, because you're doing the pre-med.
Yes.
And you got early acceptance.
Yes, early acceptance to med school.
So ideally, what kind of doctor you want to be?
I don't really know yet. I mean, I have some ideas, but I'm still 18. I don't want to, you know, make all my life decisions at 18.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. We know you're going to be a successful doctor no matter what it is, and you'll have plenty of time to figure that out through your residences and all that. So congratulations for everything you've done. We're so proud of you for being the WKRG Scholar Athlete of the Year.
Yes.
And congratulations. That's all the time that we have for Homeroom. We'll catch you next time.